Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn daily energy for Friday, September 17th. And this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take what does. If it does not, leave what does not. Also, you have the power to change my life for the better just by liking, subscribing, and watching my video all the way through. I greatly appreciate any and all of your support. I truly do. Thank you so much. All right, let's get an empowering question here for an overall energy for the day. All right, this one popped out. What is my instinct telling me to do? All right, what is your inner voice telling you? What is your gut feeling saying? Are you listening to that? Are you overanalyzing that? Are you going with it? Are you ignoring it? What is it telling you to do? All right, we have the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords can be scattered energy, or it could be quick moving energy moving forward. So it could be either way. We have King of Wands. I love this King of Wands. I think he's so funny how he's balancing this snake or this lizard or whatever it is on his nose, and he's like being silly, he's being funny. He's having a good time. We have Two of Pentacles, finding that balance. Finding that balance could be finding that balance between your free time, your play time, your happy time, and your work time, your serious time. You're dealing with bills and, life stuff. We have King of Swords. We have Queen of Pentacles, so that could represent you in the middle. We have the World card. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Swords reversed. We have the Hermit. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles for an overall energy. So I feel like maybe you've moved forward with something and it's almost like it's come to a standstill, and it's time for you to listen to what is your instinct telling you to do. Maybe you've sort of come at a crossroads. Maybe you're sort of, maybe you're kind of feeling like, oh, there's got to be more to life than this, than just waking up, going to work, coming home, eating, watching TV, and going to sleep, this hamster wheel that you're on. Maybe it's time for you to think about, what are those fun things that I can do? What are those things that I can do where I can balance the different areas of my life where, yes, I have things that I have to get done, that I have to do, but I also have to have things for myself. Whatever that may be. It could be just reading a book. There's something that possibly that maybe some of you are holding on to that you're not being able to get past, that you're stuck, that you're like, you feel like I just can't move forward. I can't get out of this energy that I'm in. And maybe you need to take that time, that hermit, that time to yourself to sort this out and to listen to your instinct. To listen to your inner voice, to listen to that. Maybe you can't even hear that inside voice because you have so much other static going on around you that you can't even hear it, and that you need that time, that alone time, to be able to listen to it, to be able to feel it. And I feel that listening to that and having that, being more in tune to that, I feel like it almost brings a more calmness over yourself, because you know that you're having that confidence that that you're doing the right thing for you. Other people are clearly going to have an opinion about it, because other people always do. But you knowing within that you're doing the right thing for you, and listening to that inner voice, and then when you can get in tune with that helps. I feel that it helps you to feel more balanced. Let's see. Again, we have this Queen of Pentacles. She's surrounded by all of these toys. She's surrounded by all of these things. Like I've said, I think in the last week, or last week that it was about, you know, doing those puzzles, you know, having those things that are calming, having that time where you can clear your energy. There may be, for some reason, I'm also thinking that there may be someone, I almost feel like this is sort of you, that you're saying there's someone that's maybe leaving that you're feeling sad about, but they need to have their time. I feel like for some of you, there might be somebody that's going away from you and it's making you sad. And you're feeling kind of alone, and you're feeling kind of empty. Like you're alone here on the wall by yourself. Like this person is leaving. It could be that it doesn't necessarily have to be a partner, but I feel like it could be like a family member or a good friend. Like they may have gotten an opportunity, like a job opportunity in another state or another place, or for some reason it's somebody that you're close to, that a good friend or a family member, or maybe it's just like someone from work, and they're leaving, you know. And we have those people that are in our lives for a certain amount of time, and then, you know, they leave, and they almost take a little bit of a part of us with us. And for some of you, I feel like you're saying goodbye to someone, and you know, you're sad about it. So it's almost like you have your alone time now. So now you're like, well, I need to make sure that I stay in my happy place, that I don't, you know, maybe this is something that you're not able to get over. Like you can't believe that this person is leaving. Like you knew it was happening, but it was like, oh, it's finally come to that point, and you're like, wow, it's really happened. So it kind of stops you in your tracks, and you're feeling a little off. But you have to make sure that you keep that silliness, that funness, that forward movement. You may be moving a little slower now because of this loss right here. Moving on, okay? Moving on. You're not really sure which direction that you're moving into, but you know that you're moving forward, and you know that you have to keep pushing yourself to move forward, that you don't want to be stuck in this sadness for this person being gone. Or if this represents you having to go in hermit mode in order to release some things that you're holding on to. Like you're like, I'm ready to step out, I'm ready to move forward, but I've got to let these things go first. Time for change. There's some change coming for some of you. There's some things are changing for you, and sometimes that can be a little scary. That can be a little, you're not really sure. You're like, I'm not really sure. I can't see the path ahead of me. I'm not sure. There's some changes coming. Like things are different now because maybe this person left, or maybe you left, and it's like, well, things are different now. And how do I readjust? And what is my new normal? What is that balance? Like trying to find that balance again. I feel like with this person here, you're like, it was one way, and then it's like, okay, what's my new normal? But having hope that change is good and change is positive, and that's how you learn and that's how you grow. And having that awakening, like thinking about things and realizing, yes, like this was a tough situation, whether it's whatever it is you have to let go of, or it's this person leaving or you're leaving, that you're like, yeah, like that was really hard. You know, after you've thought about it, after this initial sadness has gone by, that you're like, yeah, I'm sad that it happened, but I'm glad that it happened because it's helped me to grow. It's pushing me out of my comfort zone, and sometimes that can be really scary. And we have that again. What is my instinct telling me to do? Is your instinct telling you to leave a situation? Is your instinct telling you that, yeah, it was hard seeing that person go, but yet this is how I'm going to learn. This is how I'm going to grow. This is how I'm going to become stronger. This is how I'm going to feel more confident. Queen of Pentacles, things falling in your favor, with the Justice card on top of that Death card. Again, letting go of things. Look at that. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major cards. After you've let go, after this 8 of Cups, after this stuff that you've let go of, look at these major cards that have now come out after that card. that you have change, that you have hope, that you have an awakening, you have a renewal, a revival, that things are falling in your favor, that you are Death card is transition and transformation, that you're changing, that you're letting go. You've let go of those things that are no longer serving you a positive purpose. Four of Wands. Four of Wands could represent, you know, celebrations, family get-togethers, you know, maybe getting out there, doing things. It could be reconnecting to somebody, to your partner. It could be, you know, maybe this was a family member that has left, so now you're, you know, being able to spend more time with your partner and you're having more of that connection. We have the Ace of Swords, which is reversed. Look at that. The Ace of Swords turned itself around. How cool is that? Okay. We went from reversed to hanging on to something, but since you let this go, we have all these major cards coming through, having that reconnection, and the Ace of Swords turned itself around. How cool is that? Sometimes the cards amaze me. And we have the Sun card. The Sun card. Okay. Seeing the positive in whatever this is, this Hermit represents to you, it is either having taken that time to look within, to find those answers, to let those things go, and then having the Sun card after that, or seeing that if you have to leave a situation or somebody has left you that you are close to, left you and that they moved to a different place. I don't mean as in passed away, although for some of you, I guess that's what that could mean. But I'm feeling like, you know, like a best friend or somebody at work that you were always seeing, but then they got a promotion to another state. So it's not like you won't see that person again. It's just that it won't be on the same level. You know, having that connection, it won't be on that same level as it was before. But seeing that that's an opportunity for you to grow. And even if it's like a partnership, like you have a breakup with someone, that seeing that you're going to grow from this and that you're not going to let that hold you back, and seeing those positive things from it, even though this is sad, like I said before, even though this is sad and this makes you upset and you need that time to mourn and be sad, but then it's like you pick yourself up and you move forward and you embrace the change and you are, you know, having that renewal, that revival. And then we have the Sun card on top of that. And then we have the Six of Swords is moving forward, moving away from, you know, whatever these things that are in the Eight of Cups that you were holding on to. So I feel like it's, I just had like butterfly. I felt like transformation. So let's go with an animal spirit. Let's close out with that and see what we get. I feel a lot of transformation for some of you. And this doesn't mean that this is just going to happen in this one day. It could be an eye-opening, you know, today, but then it could be over the next week. It could be the month. It could be the rest of the year. It could be next year. You know, however that relates to you is having this transformation, seeing that even though some things, you know, they don't turn out the way that we want them to, but yet we're going to grow from them and we're going to learn from them. Okay, so these flipped over, and the only one that I saw on the top was Cow Spirit. The miracles are endless. The miracles are endless because you're listening to what your instinct is telling you, and that you are growing, that you are transforming, that you are transitioning, that you're not staying stuck by holding on to these Eight of Cups, that you're letting go of what is not useful to you, and that you are moving forward, that you are having hope, that you are finding balance, that you're keeping the laughter in your life, that you're keeping the lightheartedness in your life, that it's not all serious and heavy, that you're spending time with family members, that you're looking at the positive through difficult situations, or you're looking at the positive in that if you need that time to recharge, that you are taking that time, because that helps you to be stronger and to move forward. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.